Well, I don't like that one big, but apparently Big Junko does, as she gets down on one knee and probably crushes the whole cornucopia and proposes to Monica. Is this like her username? I know a lot of people back in the day, maybe even still some people now, use the fancy alternating nexus in their usernames. Yeehaw, good people. It is another fine day in the year of the Radiance. Tooling Dave, Bravo Dave, Anomaly, then how do you even say that word? Anomalocaris. Turnip Boy. We do love our turnips. And it is me, ThursdAvi. You see, all the other Avies and all, we had a brawl in rock, paper, scissors to see who gets to claim this fantastic cowboy hat. And now I'm not just ThursdAvi, I'm Yeehaw. Gosh darn Yeehaw Avi. And welcome to the tag team premiere of the Gosh Danganronpa Hunger Games. We got a whole lot of action here in store for you today. We have this yeller belly who's taken all these titles. I sure hope he loses it today. You see, that ThursdAvi, he might be a little bit of a heel, but you can always trust Cowboy Avi. ThursdAvi, yeehaw! I'm not doing this whole episode, or am I? Let's introduce all of our folks who are in this Hunger Games today. We have the undisputed, no, he's just half of, he is a co-champion. That is one half of our tag team champions, that is Avi. Here, with the other half, the virtual idol sitting out right now is Kizzy preparing for her match at Brawloween. Could be the AEW champion come next Saturday. We also have the Pretender with Chisa and Akechi. We have Fashion Fraud with Samugi, and we have Shiki. Just Monica has Monica and Monica. Made to Rule has Sonya and Kamila. We have Full Investigation, Kyoko and Hyozo. Nail Party has Rantaro and Kana. Clean Slice has Genocide Jack and Komiji. We also have Anything for Her, Corey in the House, as well. That's a very American name. Oh boy, I do remember Corey in the House. With Mukuro, Fan Club sees Komaru and Maishima. A Dinner Party has Karumi. And Chai Chai? That sounds about right to me. Cut Above the Rest has Munakata and Amam. And lastly, we have Couples Counseling, your tag team agents of chaos, Mew and Yuta. Yeehaw! Let me tell you, I suppose I do have to make a little announcement for this Friday Night Fracture that's coming up right around the corner. And by right around the corner, I mean tonight. So you better catch in those doggies early and get ready for the show of shows, because tonight is Friday Night Fracture. Now, there are two matches that are a little bit of a mystery. Asnir said he's not going to reveal what type of match will be going on between him and Avi tonight. However, there is one thing that I can reveal. Sonic the Hedgehog will be in a Beat the Clock challenge against who? Well, that's a good question. Allow me to reveal that competitor has been kept a secret for so long, so Sonic had no time to prepare. And so when time is running out, how fast will the fastest hedgehog of all time be when he's forced to go against a man who can punch like the best of them? Someone else from his franchise. What if I told you that Sonic the Hedgehog will be going up one-on-one against Knuckles the Enchilada, I think. Who will win between very fast blue rat and then very punchy red rat? They're both the rodents, right? That sounds about right to me. It is Sonic, it is Knuckles, and it is going to be one heck of a time. So I hope y'all are ready. Live chat, how are you doing? As we get that off, Friday Night Fracture is looking to be one heck of a show. But that's not Fracture today. Well, I mean, Fracture is today. I suppose that's not Fracture right now. Right now, it is a tag team premiere, and I'm ready to bring it to you. So, first and foremost, who do you got? I'm gonna make some picks myself. Live chat, first of all, I did say how you doing, happy Friday, yeehaw to you. As we go down, the comments, I suppose I should say yeehaw to you too. Thank you for showing up, partner. Now, we got all these competitors. If I had to choose, I'd have to pick Made to Rule. Now, Sonya, she is a true princess, but she's got grit. And that reminds me of Southern Grit, even though she's not a Southerner like myself. But with her is Camilla, and gosh darn it if she ain't a tall drink of water. But I digress. Give me, I believe I'm gonna take the fan club, because you know what? I'm a fan of the fan club. That Komaru, she's got spunk, she's got determination, and for third, I think I'm, well, let me think about this third place. I know we Avies carry a jinx, but yesterday I saw something that heel Avie, that ThursdAvi that I didn't like. He continued to pick Avie over and over again, and for some reason he was able to come out on top. So I refused to pick Avie today. Perhaps this Avie that's collecting all these titles knows how to circumvent the jinx, so if I don't pick him, maybe he'll lose those titles. I'm gonna instead pick Nail Party for third. Those are gonna be my picks. And hopefully, your picks are just like mine and don't include that yeller belly Avie. I digress. I do believe y'all are ready to start this thing, aren't you? Pablo, it's good to see you again, my friend. Not often do we cross paths. How you doing? You're not Pablo. You're Asnir. Do you wanna reveal the matchup that you've chosen right now? Is ThursdAvi gonna be okay with that? Well, I suppose, sure. I mean, that ain't too difficult for me here. Let's go right there. Let's go right here, and I'll play the music again for you. We don't really need to, but I suppose it would be okay. Asnir has told me that after facing off against the United States Aviator, he knows something fierce. Something that'll make sure the Avie can never win said match. He knows that the United States Aviator can't get back up. And so he said he's gonna beat the United States Aviator in a match that he's never won. A match that embarrassed him so much, he said it's gonna be Avie, and it is gonna be Asnir, and it is gonna be last man standing. Well, that is wicked Asnir. I can't believe you would do such a thing. Well, I suppose our whole card is pretty much known at this point, so without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Yeehaw, live chat. Alright, that's one good toss. I'ma hold my hat. Two good tosses, and we see. Hold just a single time. Asnir's feeling a little bit chaotic today. Hopefully we won't see any chaos today. If couples counseling wins, imagine Avie holding all those titles and becoming agent of chaos for the tag teams by himself. I don't know how I feel about that. In this instance, I'm really hoping the couples counseling doesn't come out on top, especially since we just have a single resimulation to carry us through. So, carry us through it will. Good luck to all of our teams, except for that yeller belly Avie. I can't stand heels. It couldn't be me. But let's see how this one plays out. So, if I could be so inclined to go ahead and welcome in the most spectacular band this side of the Mississippi. Horn bearers, would you please do what you do best and sound those horns? Oh gosh darn it, darn tootin' horn bearers, y'all are just a drink of water, and a fresh one at that. Listen to them go. Man, we don't have horns like that where I come from, no. Here, but we will proceed because we got a show to get on the road. Munakata has been dillying and dallying on an essay that's due by the end of the episode. Now they have to work on it while also trying not to get killed. Monica runs away from the cornucopia. Kana begs for one of the weapons Shiki's picked up. Shiki feels bad and reluctantly gives it to Kana. Kyoko finds Mew hiding in the cornucopia, and Mew gets slaughtered by Kyoko. That ultimate detective sure found out where Mew was. Sonya runs away from the cornucopia. What's with all of these X's in Monica's name? Well, I don't like that one big, but apparently Big Junko does, as she gets down on one knee and probably crushes the whole cornucopia and proposes to Monica. Is this like her username? I know a lot of people back in the day, maybe even still some people now, use the fancy alternating nexus in their usernames. Monica accepts, and the two happily skip away from the cornucopia. Mukuro grabs a machete. That's machete. Mishima finds a teleporter and teleports him right behind Avie. But which one? Akechi grabs a shovel. Amame runs away from the cornucopia. Kurumi snatches the bottle of alcohol and a rag. Komaru runs away from the cornucopia. Avi, Chisa, and Heizo get into a fight, but Chisa runs away as Avi kills Heizo. This Avi is a fiend, and I don't like him. Komeiji runs away from the cornucopia. Corey decides to head back to the cornucopia to look for supplies, but when he gets there, the cornucopia isn't there. It's just a giant, what looks like knee print. I wonder if Big Junko really did destroy the whole cornucopia. Perhaps that's true because Camilla and Tsumugi both run away. Miku and Chi-Chi fight for a bag. Miko gives up and retreats. Yuta strangles Rantaro with a rope, rest in peace to him, and Jack refuses to fall into despair. That is the heart of the squad right there. We'll proceed again. It is day one. Mew receives a gift from a secret admirer as a sword. Miku traps herself and bleeds out. Rest in peace to Miku. Poor Miku. XXXX, Monica XXX, or something of that nature. I'm just gonna call her Monica. I don't know who did this. This is just silly. This is just ridiculous. I know that she is all sorts of it's a glitchy and hacking, but like I don't know if I'm a big fan of all these X's in the name Monica. But you did a sick kickflip, and I suppose that is sick. Chi-Chi is pricked while thorns while picking berries. Yuta uses Christmas magic to change the month back to December. Well, I guess a little bit of Christmas in October. I suppose most people don't like that, do they? Apparently Yuta does. It might be fitting for an agent of chaos. For a moment there, a ma'am thought she saw Junko Inomama, Joenko Inomama. Obviously she was just seeing things, right? That don't make no sense. That girl needs some help. Corey holds Munakata's head underwater. Munakata grabs his arm and drags him to the lake with him. Both tributes are unable to kill one another, so they simply swim away. Big Junko reminisces about season 2. Sonya embraces the power of positivity. Chisa chases Mishima around with a mace. Monica spends a whole day walking around in shoes made of Lego. She's truly transcended beyond humanity. Avi searches for all the Avi clones that he hasn't met. I suppose you've met them all, haven't you? I guess in that instance, which Avi are you? Komeiji stabs Mukuro with a sword, revives her with the wish ring repeats the process until the wish ring burns her hand. Mukuro is able to run off alive. Jack freaks out completely upon seeing a painting of dogs playing poker. Shiki and Tsumugi play tic-tac-toe on an image of Camilla's forehead. She don't got that much forehead showing. Kana asks Kurumi if she likes boats. Kurumi says no, and Akechi is making Komaru angry. You're not gonna like her when she's angry. She's got spunk, and she's not afraid to use it. Okay. I was gonna say we didn't lose too many, but perhaps that is about to change because it's a little bit of a last surprise, isn't it? This is a surprise to me. Because after opening a strange app on their cellular devices, the tributes are transported to Facebook? No, Metaverse. Are you sure that's not Facebook? Anyway, Mew is surrounded by shadows and is unable to survive. Rest in peace to Mew. Mew, how are you alive? Didn't you die earlier? Mew died, didn't she die? Maybe she didn't. I thought she did. Shiki drives around in a car made collecting flowers past Chi-Chi. Shiki waves and says, "Good job." Camilla, surrounded by shadows, is unable to survive. Jack and Big Junko theorize about who palaces this is. Tsumugi and Mukuro do the same. Monica drives around in her cart collecting flowers. Passed by Corey. Monica says, "Good job," waves. Chisa finds the boss of the palace but is not powerful enough to survive, taking the information to the grave. Amame, Komaru theorize about whose palace this is. Kana steals various valuables from the palace. Mishima drives around in a cart, waves to Komeiji, says, "Good job." Kurumi, Yuta, Munakata, and Monica perform an all-out attack on an attacking shadow, and they obliterate it. Avi finds the boss of the palace and is not able to survive. He does not have the power despite having so many belts, and he will be losing 2 right now. And I think that is worth a yeehaw. Taking that information to the grave, Sonya and Ketchy were both there as well, and they were not strong enough together. They all perished. A shame for all of them, but at least Avi's not walking out with those tag team titles. We'll proceed. 10 of them are gone. 10 of our folks have indeed perished, and that is truly saddening. In fact, it might even be the saddest of all moments. 4. Kyoko, Hazo, Rantaro, Miku, Mew, Camilla, Chisa, Avi, Sonya, Akechi. We got ourselves a show now. We gonna have a new, well, maybe not new tag team champions. Some things could unfold right here, right now. Let's pay attention real quick. The virtual idols still have Big Junko, and if there's anybody who could win this game and strike true on everybody, it is the biggest Junko of them all. Avi, the Pretender, and Made to Rule are all completely out. Everybody else still has a chance though. Fashion Fraud and just Monica are completely in. Nail Party still has Kana, Clean Slice Stars, Genocide Jack, and Komeiji Peko, helping YEEHAW and Kazuichi prepare for their big match tonight. Anything for her, completely in. So is the fan club, Dinner Party, oh, and cut above the rest. You know, I had a choice on who to put in this match. I chose a ma'am. Mainly because Avi was talking ThursdAvi, first of all, yesterday, was talking a whole lot of trash yesterday. He is a big bad heel, and I would love to get my hands on him and throw my dukes left and right and knock him flat on his face. However, I'm gonna behave. I thought a mommy deserved another chance, and Mr. Ma'am is gonna do just what she does best, and she's gonna prove herself. It's a prove herself match. And couples count stars Yuta, and I really don't hope Yuta wins. You know, he's great, and you know, he's done plenty in his days, but if he wins, then we could have a little chaos transferal between, I guess, Avi and the virtual idols, and we'd have co-agents of chaos, and I don't know if that's what we really want right now, especially with Avi right there. That being said, let's proceed. We got a whole bunch of people left. In fact, how many people do we have left? 17. I'm not good at the quick math, but we got it right there. Let's go ahead and proceed and see how this plays out as night one begins. Samugi defeats Big Junko in a fight but spares her life. How do you do that? I guess she's stronger than we thought. Every day, Corey imagines a future where he could be with Komeiji. Kana adopts Shiki as her child. Mukuro, Karumi, and Munakata, Monokuma, Mickey Mouse, Monokuma, and Matata, they make some potions together. Yuta submits an application to join the squad. Mishima snatches out of his hand and rips it up. Monica's unknown sponsor is Monica, her tag team partner. Well, that's delightful. Chi-Chi, Komaru entered Jack's mind. It was a pleasant trip filled with sunshine and rainbows. That don't sound right. That don't sound right in the slightest. Amami uses night vision goggles to navigate the arena, and we proceed once again to day 2. As Yuta finds Shuichi's hat and puts it on, Corey convinces Monica to climb into a hydraulic press and crushes her to death. Monica, why would you do that? Is just silly. That is silly and unheard of. That is downright silly. Kids these days with their silliness. Oh man, I'm starting to sound like Grandpa Evie. Samugi is attacked by Komodo dragons and dies from her injuries. Why is there a Komodo dragon here in the first place? I should get in there and I should wrangle those things. Make sure that they're out of this arena. Post haste. A ma'am hates how she acted in the past and discussed about what she did in the past. A ma'am wants to use past this phase in her life and become a better person. You know what, a ma'am? I think that's a testament we can all live up to. Kana spins so fast she becomes a human Beyblade. She's actually not spinning that fast, but she believes she is, and you know what? Bless her heart. Komeiji uses the spell to suck the intelligence out of Mishima, which shockingly works, leaving Mishima literally dumbfounded. Shiki joins the Mistletoe Warriors, a group that's waging war against Mistletoe during any other year besides December. Well, you would have changed it to Christmas, so it's Christmas time. Komaru finds a water gun filled with holy water, fires a Chi-Chi just getting her wet. Monica works at Yoko's, which happens to be hiring. Kurumi's horrified when Jack goes to a job interview for it. Mukuro receives pancakes from Avi, and Big Junko tries to sneak attack Munakata, but Munakata catches on and runs away because, well, it is hard to sneak when you are several dozens of feet tall. Let's be completely honest. Let's proceed, and I believe we didn't really lose but 2. That's true, one of them climbed into a hydraulic press, so I can't really say it's too sad for her, but I'll give her a saddest of all moments for her. Miss Monica and Miss Smuggy. Her name reminds me of the Snuggie. It's, you know, it's that thing where you put your arms in and it's real cozy, especially in the wintertime. Y'all should get yourself a Snuggie, but that ain't sponsored. You didn't hear it from me. We'll see everybody's statuses though. There's 15 folks left. Big Junko could hold on for that title retention. Shiki is still in there for the fashion frauds, and Monica is still hanging in there for the Monicas. Nail Party still has Kana. Clean Slice has Genocide Jack and Komeiji. Corey is in the house with Mukuro. Komaru is still here with Mishimi, and ooh, that reminds me of Sashimi. Ridiculous. Dinner Party still in here with Karumi and Chi-Chi, and cut above the rest still has a Munakata and a ma'am. Yuta still remaining for couples counseling, which means we could still see that chaos transferal, but will we? You never count out Nasi Hina. Even though I haven't seen Hina in a minute. I'm sure everything's fine. Let's proceed. Because we still got 15 left, there's 5 more until your YEEHAW save and grace picks. And I'm excited for them, especially since they're not going to include this son of a gun Yellow Belly. Let's proceed and let's see that Not 2 begins with Corey. He's gonna need a lot of therapy after these Hunger Games. Big Junko gets distracted by what? Komaru, Yuta, Munakata, and Jack have a hard cider drinking competition. Komaru wins because she's got that spunk and watches the others slowly die from alcohol poisoning, even her best of friends, Genocide Jack. Oh, that's... well, at least she won. Monica finds a lovely bikini inspired revealing this awakens something inside of Mishima. Komiji badges a Kurumi of Kurumi, a plush of Kurumi, I'm sorry, couples with it. Kana passed out from exhaustion. Chichi finds a petition, signs it, changes American football to yeet ball. We do love that. We give our little Kanas a little yeehaw just for the love of it. Mukuro's playing that secret achievement music and I do love it. I could square dance to this. Shiki asks a ma'am to help her go to sleep. A ma'am lifts her up on her shoulders, drops Shiki on the knee. She hits her with that go-to sleep. That's a move a cowboy could use. A ma'am knocks Shiki out cold. We are at the feast already. Oh, you know, usually the feast doesn't creep up on me, but this time the feast truly and sincerely creeped up on me. The cornucopias are plenty of food, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families as a ma'am shoots an arrow straight into the head of young Mukuro. Shiki, Big Junko, and Komeiji start fighting, but Big Junko runs away as Shiki takes out Komeiji. Corey severely injures Mishima, boosts him out of his misery. It's a battle of the kiddos because Kana decapitates Chi-Chi with a sword. Kurumi severely injures Monica, leaves her there to die, and Komaru is killed by the elusive Player 1. Oh, this is a bloody little feast we got here, and we still have a day to get through. That's unfortunate. We're gonna be deep into your save and grace picks, aren't we? Let's proceed. Because at day 3, Shiki kills Big Junko and... well, pardon me while I grab something from down here. I do believe that entails us to a new champ alert. Whew. Well, thank you, Siren. I didn't know where the button was for a second. Corey reminisces about season uno. A ma'am wakes up from a long nap. Kana practices their archery, and Kurumi suddenly exclaims Natsukamoto's for every reason in particular. We're down to just 5, I believe. 5 competitors left. It's Shiki, it's Corey, it's a ma'am, it's Kana, and it's Kurumi. Let's proceed, and unless there's another arena event, which there ain't, we lost 10. A bin 10, as we say it back in the day. However, right now, it's the last of the episode's saddest of all moments. 4. Yuta, Hakuna Matata, Jack, Mukuro, Komeiji, Mishima, Cha-Cha, XX Monica XX and some other X's, Komaru, and big old Junko. And then we're down to 5, and I believe there are 5 different teams, aren't they? See everybody's statuses. Yeah, look at that. No team completely in, everybody on their own. Who's gonna carry on for their partners? That is a question I have for you all. You'll have to make it as you make your saving grace picks. Now, let me talk to you. Fashion Fraud still in here with Shiki. Shiki, she's come a long, long way. She's learning to be herself, and that's something we all have to take a step towards every single day. Shiki, we're looking for you. We're proud of you for making it this far. Let's see if you can finish the job. But also looking to finish the job is Kana. Kana, who's had a rough little summer, but she's back to her good old self, and now she's back to doing what she loves. And she's hanging out with a couple people that she loves, Rantaro and On. They've been like a big brother and big sister to her ever since she was in her original franchise. It's unfortunate what happened to her brother and sister potentially. This time around, she's looking to hold on to the one she loves, and she's going to try and win with them. Anything for her. Now this is one that I can relate to. It is 3 competitors who would do anything for the ones that they love, and you know what? I got a lot of respect for that. Maybe not respect for how they quite do it, but you know what? I do respect it. Corey's here representing them right here, right now. Can Corey come through, win himself a tag team title, and be the first one in his history, I believe? So, good luck to you, Corey. Dinner Party. We still have Kurumi. Now, Dinner Party, they have held the gold before. They have held tag team championship gold before. Can they do it again? Kurumi's holding on for them. And lastly, we have a ma'am cut above the rest. for Miss Mai, and let me tell you, Miss Mai, if we talked about a fine drink of water before with Camilla, let me behave. Amame is here, representing Miss Mai and Munakata. Can she be a cut above the rest? Can their team be the cut above the rest and, you know, very fittingly become tag team champions? I think that would be very fitting for their name. But will they be able to do it? Let's find out. It's your Final 5 live chat. I know you made your picks. I suppose I should make mine. I love all these teams. They've all done very well to get here. But I know that only one or two or none can win. I really hope that none don't win today, because that would be a travesty. I will take Miss Amam for first. I feel like this whole premiere season, she's kind of been going on a journey to find herself. She just missed out on becoming tag team agents of chaos. She got verbally destroyed by the United States aviator ThursdAvi yesterday. He's also a yellow belly. He is also a yellow belly. You better believe you can tell him I said it too. However, now she's here in the Final 5 again. She's been here before in the past couple of weeks. This time she wants to make sure that she does it right. I got her for first. I think her journey is about to come to an end and it's going to end with gold in her hands. I'm going to go Corey for second. Corey, he's in the house, and you know what? I think he might be checking out the tag team championships. And for third, I think I'm going to go for the Mookster. I'm going to go for some YEEHAW and tag team gold, so I'm going to pick Shiki to win this one. And I think Shiki's going to surprise us all today. Just like she almost surprised us all in the finale of season 14, she came right close to becoming tag team champion. It was her. And it was so real close to winning. They had tied and they both got defeated by the United States Aviator. However, those are my picks. I know y'all have made yours, and because there's just only 5 left, we unfortunately skipped the banger that is Samurai Woman, and I have to say that they're all caught instead. And what we like to call within our Final 5 in championship action, it is a golden crisis of fate. Let's do it. It is your Final 5. Let's see how this plays out. It is night 3, and well, Amam does not. Well, maybe I spoke too fondly of her because she is drinking hot chocolate, and she's like, oh, that's good. Apparently, she's got a real sweet tooth, and now she's got a sugar overdose, and now she's got death. Oh, that's nasty. Corey disowns Kurumi for being a disgrace to the family, and Kana respects Shiki. Doesn't love her, but she respects her. I suppose that's true. We'll go ahead to day 4, as Corey lends a hand to Avi and kills Komodo Dragon that's loose in the arena. However, Shiki sees this and kills Corey in a fit of rage. Wow, it's looking like my jinx is, what's the difference? ThursdAvi's jinx seems to have been non-existent, but mine's is raving up real quick. I picked Amam for first, she's gone. I picked Corey for second, he's gone. Shiki, you better watch your back. It might be Kurumi versus Kana in the final 2. Well, because speaking of, they're just looking more for people to become friends with. We'll proceed. We lost, yeah, I suppose my jinx might be real. Terrible turnabout. Ma'am, Corey. Well, you didn't hear from me, but I suppose the jinx is very real, and it is out to get some folks. We are down to just 3. It is Shiki, it is Kana, and it is Kurumi. One team could become 2-time tag team champions. Nail Party could win the titles for themselves. Rantaro would become a multi-time tag team champion. He has held it very fondly. He is fantastic. The Horn Bears, they're you better believe they've done it all in a single season. In fact, they're Hall of Famers. Could he get another title to win here today? It could have happened. And Shiki, she wants to do it for the Mookster. It's your final 3. It's still a crisis of fate. And let's see how this one plays out. Shiki, Fashion Fraud. Kana, Nail Party. And Dinner Party sees Kurumi. It could all in when I click proceed, and it does not all in when I click proceed. In fact, they're all still okay. As Kana thinks she's the protagonist, in actuality, Shiki is the protagonist and Kana's the antagonist. Kana is an antagonist? Oh, interesting. Well, I suppose antagonist does not mean evil, although if we're talking about this Hunger Games series, I think we know who the antagonist is. ThursdAvi. And Kurumi's bleeding out. Thankfully, she receives fresh blood from an unknown sponsor. We'll proceed yet again, and we see Kurumi gets drenched in honey sticky. Kana doesn't believe in palindromes, and Shiki searches for all the AV clones she hasn't met yet. We'll proceed. Not a single soul has perished. And we'll proceed one more again, and we see, oh no, it is down to your final 2. As Kurumi and Kana get into a heated argument, Kurumi's had enough of Kana's crap and kills her. Oh my gosh, how could you, Karumi? And Shiki finds a sick stereo and presses play. It plays some sick beats. I wonder what it's playing, or perhaps I should ask, I wonder who it will be. Karumi or Shiki? Live chat, let me talk to you. We have Karumi. She is one of the greatest of all time. Not necessarily, but Dinner Party, they've sure made a name for themselves. Tables, chairs, cooking, it's great. You love to see it. However, they could become two-time tag team champions. Didn't hold it very long in their first reign, but I believe they want another one. And they could do it today, but standing in their way is Miss Shiki. As I said, she's been on a journey to find herself, and these games have kind of helped her find herself. This time she's with someone who else is generally disguised, or loves a little bit of fashion, or, you know, design. Can these two hold those tag team championships with pride? I think they might be able to, but let's find ourselves an answer. And I think the only answer we're hoping doesn't happen is that AV somehow, someway defeats these two fantastic competitors. So between Karumi and Shiki, we're hoping at least one or both of you come out on top of this one, because if it's none of you, Virtual Idols get their titles, however, so does AV. And I don't think we can have that, so Karumi or Shiki? Both or neither. I hope it's not neither. Live chat, let's find out just who it is, because when we get to day 6 it all ends as Shiki says she would do anything for Karumi, and Karumi says the only thing that I want is to become tag team champion again with my Dinner Party. And she says that means there's only one thing I need you to do for me, and that's perish. And Paris she did. Paris, France. That's a city, I tell you what. As we proceed, we have ourselves a winner, don't we? After this final terrible turnabout for Lil Kana, Miss Shiki. One team stands above the rest, and I'll tell you what, they're a team to be reckoned with. They've been doing it well. Not too many teams have been two-time tag team champions together. However, that's something that these three can add to their repertoire, because after one more proceed, we can say with certainty that your winners, respectfully defeating the Virtual Idols and kicking the butt of the United States Aviator, we see that they have come strong to do what they do best, hold those titles yet again. Their first reign was cut short by chaos, but hey, this time around, they want to make sure that they live it up, that they hold on to it for as long as possible. And so for little Chi-Chi, for the master of chairs, Kanji, winning them the titles again is Karumi. And together, Dinner Party are your new and two-time tag team champions. They take the win and walk into season 15 with the titles. Well, look at what we have here. Brand new, well, not brand new actually, two-time tag team champions. And I can't be more excited and more ecstatic than for our tag team champions Dinner Party. Chi-Chi, they actually did very well together. Chi-Chi and Karumi both placing in the top 12. I'm not sure if any of the other teams besides the fan club did that together. Virtual Idols didn't. I know Cut Above the Rest didn't. Anything for Her did not. Nail Party did not. Neither did Fashion Frost. Yeah, they were them and the fan club, but clearly Karumi's the one who carried on together for them. Good job. And you know, it didn't really matter, because when it came down to it, we were just in our final 5. The final 5 is where it mattered. Amam, Corey, Kana, Shiki, and Karumi all together in that final 5. And it was so great because we knew in that final 5 there was no AV. In fact, look at him all the way in 20th place. That's basically the bottom out of 27. in the bottom half, he never stood a chance. Sure, he still got 2 singles titles, but I believe with all my heart that on Sunday he's gonna be losing that OC title. And you know what? That's not a prediction. It's not a spoiler. It's just me hoping. It's just me hoping that's what happens, admittedly. However, that's the standings here. Congratulations to Dinner Party. They will be targeted by Couples Counseling, who honestly did pretty well this game, but couldn't quite get it done. Could they, Turner Boy? No, they couldn't. Thank you, Turner Boy. You don't talk. I know. Excellent. Let's continue. I suppose we'll proceed. Miku got out real early, but Big Junko tried her best to carry on with that title reign. However, 6th place, I can't really sneeze at that. That is a darn tootin' good effort. I gotta respect those champions. Don't have to respect AV, he's a sack of trash. However, I gotta respect the virtual idols. They did their thing today. We'll proceed one more time. It started with Kyoko finding Mew and saying, nope, we're gonna make sure that there will be no chaos transferal. Yuta perished a little bit later. And it all ended. Who actually got Yuta now that I'm thinking about it? That does spark my curiosity. Oh, it was the cider. Yuta got Yuta because he couldn't handle his hard cider. Oh, what a shamil. Here, let's proceed. Because Dinner Party was first, and Karumi had 3 KOs, Shiki had 3, Corey had 2, and everyone else had 1 or none. It was a fight of fights. It was a battle of the ages, and tonight, you'll be seeing a lot more battles, won't you? This premiere is over, but the fighting continues tonight as ThursdAvi brings you another installment of Friday Night Fracture, the last one before the special live event, Brawloween. I'm sure enough excited for it, and hey, I'll be there, I guess, the Friday before Brawloween. Next Friday, so that'll be fun. Anyway, we'll go back to the reaping, because we're done here. We did it. Virtual Idols and AV both lost their tag team titles, but we get it back on a respectable team. I mean, you know, the Virtual Idols were respectable. I loved them to bits. However, AV, we had to get that off of him. And it's no better than Dinner Party. They've been a little bit of a mainstay for a little bit, and they'll be staying together this season. That being said, also make sure, if you got any last-minute tag team ideas, those tag teams are not set in stone yet, but they will be soon. So, any last ideas? That tag team suggestion box is at the bottom of, or at the top of the description, I believe, right below the OC submissions, because they are also open. If you got your OCs and you want to put them in, go ahead and put them in right there. It's going to be a fantastic time, a darn tootin' good time. So, until next time, I suppose, or until tonight when ThursdAvi brings you Fracture, I'll be watching, don't you worry. Toodaloo, Black Crew. Are you ready? I suppose so. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a darn good day. Toodaloo to ya.